Let's start with their most recent game versus the Washington Wizards. Here we have Thomas Bryant with the ball. You'll see Beal set a pick right here. So then Bryant sets another slick pick, which could be considered a moving pick, but it's not. Look, so now he sets another pick on LeVert. Easy pass. Bryant's there for the jam. No one's really there to contest, minus Kyrie Irving and Taurean Prince, who are really undersized. Let's go to this next play. You have Beal. Jarrett oversteps. Karras overhelps. Leaves Bryant open underneath the basket. You basically have Kyrie Irving just left to defend him, and that's not going to happen. So it's an N1. See? It all starts with Allen overstepping a little bit because Beal basically can't move that pivot foot, and by moving inside, Allen allows him to. Here we have Hachimura. Hachimura's backing down Joe, but he's doing a good job. Allen completely over helps Joe Harris. He doesn't need it. Leaves Thomas Bryant open right in the corner. It's an easy bucket. So there's a lot of overhelping happening. There's a lot of little fundamental things happening that the Nets have to figure out before the playoffs if they make it. Here we have a high screen. I don't know if someone calls it out, but look, Jared Allen, late to that position, late to that rotation. Bradley Beal basically cuts through the middle. You know, it's a tough layup, which he doesn't make, but Thomas Bryant is there to clean up everything. No one boxes out Thomas Bryant, and he's there for the and one. I mean, not the and one. I think there was a violation there. Here we have Bradley Beal, again, high screen. No one calls it out. TLC, for some reason, tries to push through it, on top. Allen laid to that back step. Thomas Bryant, alley-oop. It's terrible fundamentals by the Brooklyn Nets defensively. Defensively, they're out of sync. They're miscommunicating. They might not even be communicating at all. The pick and roll defense is atrocious. It's some of the most fundamental things that you'll learn. Hip to hip. Here we have, Atlanta just collecting an easy rebound. There's 4 Atlanta Hawks in the paint. There's no Brooklyn Nets. Then Kyrie Irving swoops in for a rebound, which I don't know why. So now it's 5 versus 4 now because Kyrie Irving went for a 1 versus 4 rebound. Here you have John Collins just stepping up, taking a 3-point shot, which he's able to, and he nails. Here we have Clint Capella. Okay, a little 2-man action with John Collins. KD sees it. DeAndre Jordan. This is actually how you do a pick and roll defense. So this is perfectly played by both of them. Hip to hip, and you don't let him trail. Here you have John Collins again with a little slip screen. Look, easy. Overplayed by Jared Allen again. It's a little bit too much help. But it's also, do you blame Allen because he is one of the only ones that can rebound, so he has a lot of on his shoulders. Look at this. Basically, they just completely lose John Collins on the back side. Easy alley-oop. Here you have again, John Collins. It's another, it could be a slip screen or it could just be a pick and roll. Look, but it's not. Good defense. Hey man, that's how you do it. You don't sell, but you do help a little bit. You have Trae Young underneath the basket. He's roaming around. John Collins. I don't know what Kyrie Irving is looking at. He's looking at something else instead of John Collins, but it's a wide open 3. So I don't know what was going on there. Here you have Trae Young with a alley-oop to John Collins. It's here's another one. Herder with a little slip screen. For some reason, Caris LeVert is super aggressive with this. There should never be 2 people on Herder. It doesn't make sense. So either you drop with Green for the pick and roll, or Karis LeVert should probably stop and try to just stop the pick and roll. Here you have John Collins basically just bully Kevin Durant, but it's also Kevin Durant is not looking at the basketball at all. He's just looking at John Collins trying to stop him from the basket, and John Collins has seen him for a while now. Here you have LaMelo Ball trying to fucking half court pass, and here you go, another full court pass, which he actually people do. Taurean Prince is out of position, gets out of position again with a pump fake. Now Jared Allen is out of position with a little PJ Washington underneath the basket. I mean, you try to defend that, but at the same time, it's miscommunication. What do you do with that, right? What do you do with all that miscommunication? Sometimes fundamentals, like you could recover with fundamentals. This is a good, actually, contested shot. They're both undersized, but they contest it. Look, Green and LeVert look, and then PJ Washington just steals the ball. It's a little concentration things, fundamentals. It's here you have another one. The shot clock is down. Rebounds. Kyrie Irving, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to box PJ out, but doesn't jump at all for a rebound. So yeah, here's another one. PJ Washington with the ball. It's a little screen for Gordon Hayward. All right, Kyrie could sniff it out. Okay, sniffs it out, but he tries to face him. One, they're over helping. Two, they're forgetting their fundamentals defensively, the principles of defense, pick and roll defense, slip screen defense. The coaching staff in Brooklyn has to bring some other players out to kind of combine with Jared Allen, combine with Jeff Green, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan. I think Reggie Perry, I think Rodion Cruz, and I think Brown are going to be valued pieces because it's just really undersized. And I think when Taurean Prince doesn't bring it and Shaman doesn't bring it, you need other people there. And I think Reggie Perry is one of those people. I think in college he did all the dirty work, could rebound, could score. I think he could pass as well. So I think they have to go into that bench, and sooner than later, I think, in all honesty. And I think that's one way to solve it.